Mic, I think, was muted. Okay, here we go. Now I should be live. Wait. Mic, I think, was muted. Okay, so the mic is working now. It's hot. The game capture is not working, but that's okay. Just gotta change that. There it goes. Then the last thing I gotta do before I can start playing this game is change Twitch stuff. Then I should be all good to go. Wherever the hell this is. Edit. There we go. I wonder how much harder this game's going to be since they updated it. Prior to the updates, I didn't find myself really having many issues dying up until, like, probably day 20 something-ish. Whenever you'd start encountering... that's fine. Start encountering tons of, like, the harder enemies. Branded content rerun. Fell into label rerun. Okay, I think it's all fine. I don't know what half this stuff means for Twitch, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna pause Twitch, pause my YouTube stream, the actual stream on my end, and start it up. Am I playing as this like default character? You know, I don't really care. It doesn't matter. I'm not doing multiplayer. Sure, stream, that's fine. Now's the game, whatever. I don't believe I need to mess with any of this, right? Slightly higher difficulty. That's fine. This cat is on my lap. You can probably barely see his face poking up. I want to increase loot abundance by a little bit because I want the game to scale higher. And this will make the game scale higher. Loot respawn, it's fine. I think that's everything I needed. Yeah, that seems fine. I don't think I really need anything else. Might you turn me down, actually? I'm a little loud. That's surprising. I'm usually kind of quiet. Dude, this cat. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look how fat he is. Hold on. Let me grab a second cat. I have to be selfish with cats. I can't reach him because the first cat's in my way. Come here, second cat. Oh, he got away from me. There he is. There he is, I got him. Gotta have two cats in your lap. I'm watching my level for audio. I'm peaking quite a bit. I'm gonna turn myself down just a little. That might be better. Clear my throat. See if I still peak. I'm still peaking. Why am I so loud right now? I'm gonna put myself at -6 decibels. That seems pretty good. The game might need to be louder too. I'll punch some glass or something to figure that out. Why did I click there? I press R, right? Yeah. Kittens, calm down. I don't know what these cats are doing. The game just crashed? Oh, no, it just took forever to pause. Okay, I'm gonna turn the game up a little bit. Let's try there. See if that's better. It's really quiet right now, but I'm sure it'll be loud at some point. It's probably why does it take so long to pause? Probably a bit too quiet still. Cat, you can't jump up there. Cat, stop. Stop. Do the intro quests. Sorry if this is a little weird for the start. I'm just watching the audio levels. I still think I'm too loud and the game's too quiet. And this cat's not helping me. Cat's being a little cumbersome, if being honest. That's okay. I don't remember this game having control as its default for run, but maybe I'm just crazy. It's always been that way. I could just be crazy. Okay, cat, you farted. I'm gonna get you off me. How dare you fart? Get out of here. He's not a very good lap cat. He tries, but he's not very good at it. I'll turn the game up while I'm drinking some water. I wish it was a little bit louder for, like, the ambient sounds right now, because there's not much going on in the game. Like, it's just kind of ambient bird sound. So that's a little bit hard to do audio for. I need a cough. That is my issue with my throat. You got some hardcore phlegm going on. I'd say that's pretty okay. I think I could be a little bit... We'll do this. I'm gonna put myself on... No, not that. Other option. There we go. Not mono. I think that's gonna help me a little bit. I'm not gonna hear myself. I think the stream can hear that too, but I'm not too loud. Okay. I'm gonna mute the stream from hearing you for a second so that I can talk. This seems fine. It seems okay. Okay, put the stream audio back on. There you go. That seems mostly fine. Once again, my throat's kind of like phlegmy right now. It's really weird. I didn't feel phlegmy before I started the stream. Primitive outfit. Just trying to get like the basic stuff going, because I know I need these things. Club. Oh, bow. Oh, so I thought I crafted the club already. Need an arrow too. All this will be trash. But that should finish up everything. Okay. That's all good. Then I'm gonna scrap. Put this down here for the time being. I like sledgehammers the most for early game weapons. What do I actually need for this? Plant fiber and stone? That's not that bad. Get those going. I don't know. I feel like I'm still probably too loud, but I don't think it really is going to matter. I probably won't get people watching anyway, so that's okay. I'm just streaming to stream. My roommate's out of town, and I got nothing going on for... What's it, 5 right now? About 11 hours? At some point I want to go back to sleep. I woke up real early in the night again. I keep doing that. It's real annoying. I don't know why I keep doing that. I wish I wouldn't. So I went to sleep at... 10? 11? I don't know when I went to sleep. I went to sleep pretty early within the day. Woke up at like almost 4 a.m. and then us could not go back to sleep. Sure, I'll read Night Stalker. I have a skill point, don't I? Yeah. I want to put one to Skull Crusher. Find more tool parts. I want to do that. I could go shotguns, I guess. See if shotguns are better. Actually, then I'll take my last one into probably Pummel Pete, right? Because this is for clubs and sludges. No, this is just for clubs. I want bigger and faster, which needs level 4 strength. So let's put one in strength. Yeah, it seems fine. Take that, take that. Not enough for anything. Okay. I wonder if it's actually more advantageous to not take the rewards initially, because you can then like get small pops of experience whenever you want. Just gonna wait and hold on a second. The game's running fine for the most part, but I feel like it's having some like odd frame issues. Like, it looks much better than it used to. I don't think I need very much at the start of the game right now, because I'm pretty sure that I'll end up having... use A in this situation. Having a fine time the first couple days. Unless they really change the gameplay loop, I shouldn't have any issues for a while. Is there not a zombie in here? Here? No, it's just weird terrain. That's not terrain, it's regeneration. My computer's hating this. How badly is this running? I was going to close out of my browser. Maybe that'll help out. Maybe it's this RAM. But my computer is hating this game right now. It is eating a lot of memory. Let's see here. Dynamic mesh options. Dynamic mesh. Huh. Well, let's see. Closing out of my browser helps. Because I don't need a browser open right now. That was just to see how the stream was like going. It feels like food is less prominent. Because I have food abundance up and I'm not finding like any food at all. I know that water is harder to get in this update, or these updates. Because I haven't really played much of the new 7 days. But I know that water's a lot harder. You have to use like dew collectors or something. Or purifier things? I don't know what the hell they're called. It's like a station you gotta build now. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I wonder if mods have also fixed some of the weird issues, like how there's no model for holding cans and some items, like Spanish has a model. Torch does. This is just a book. Even though it's like a piece of paper. The axe model's different. There's like... Is that supposed to be paint on it? Or is that like the bark was like trimmed off? Well, what is going on there? I know there's a bunch of small differences in terms of like how the game works, like what's going on with it. The kind of stuff you really wouldn't notice unless you played a lot of this game, which I've played far too much of this game. Hey, a zombie. Don't mind me, I'm just dying. Why am I so phlegmy right now? I'm getting sick. That could be a possibility. Ow, you actually hit me from that distance? Dude, this guy has so much health. My god. Holy shit, why do you have so much health? Is it because he's a harder tier enemy? He won't die. He might kill me. Put a bed down. Yep. Dude, that guy's crazy. Why does he have so much health? Maybe they made the game harder, actually. That'd be nice. I feel like it was always too easy before. Oh, he spawned in your backpack. Spawn on my bed. I should be fine to grab my stuff. Is he not here? I thought he'd still be here. Dude, that's crazy, though. He had so much. Is that just because of that guy's a harder enemy? Or is it because all enemies are harder? Because I've killed only one zombie so far. Like, this guy. That guy must be a really hard enemy now. I think he used to have slightly more health before, but he wasn't, like, anything crazy. That was something crazy. Because that was, I think, at least 2 heavy swings and a pretty high amount of normal hits. And he did not go down. That's exciting news. I wonder how hard the enemies are going to be. Like, the soldiers and some other people like that. If the normal biker is way more difficult. Sick. Honestly sick. I love that. I've always argued the game needed to be a little bit more challenging. Because I think the last time I streamed this, for a while, I think I streamed on the highest difficulty with, like, blood runes every night, and I was still having very little issues. I was having more problems with the game crashing and running poorly than I was actually playing the game. So hopefully they fixed optimization and that kind of stuff a bit more. It seems like it's kind of chugging a little bit here. Like, my computer is definitely ramping up, which, I can play Cyberpunk in pretty high graphical fidelity, so I'm not sure why this game's having issues. Probably still just poor optimization, would be my guess, but hopefully it's better. Oop. This guy's compound's a little bit different, unless I came from the back, maybe. I came from the back, but it is a little bit different. I think the door used to be, like, over here-ish, instead of, like, on that side.
You best keep clear of me. Oh, I got justice. Well, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Go do the goddamn job.
Oh, did you not count this? Can I still only make a tier 1? Yeah, I can make a tier 1. Make land claim block. Hold. Keep doing that. Hold land claim block. Those look different now. Like, this guy should be a pretty normal zombie. I missed. If I don't miss, I should probably kill him in another hit. Yeah. Fairly normal zombie, so he's not too hard. I wonder how the dynamic health system works now. Because it seems like zombies do have, like, way more or less health than they used to. It's probably based off the model, I'd assume. I'm just gonna place a land claim block here, I guess. The game's gonna yell at me to, like, upgrade or whatever. Craft door. Wow, this is like going through a whole tutorial for making a house, I think. Craft storage. Oh, the default storage is a block now, and not a chest. Is that always the case, or is that different now? Hold torch. Place torch. Craft wooden spike. I might as well do this. It's free experience. And while that zombie was harder, I'm not overly concerned about dying. I don't want to put this near my house, though. Gather clay. So this might be different. Is clay the same as it used to be? Okay. Either I got really lucky or clay is different. I think in some incarnations of this game, you would have to find clay. Like, clay was different than soil. That seems like it's not the case again. It seems like it's just clay is the topsoil. Craft cobblestone. Oh, you craft 10 of these. Oh. 9. Probably for upgrading this block, I assume? Did that complete that whole chain of quests? Seems to be. I mean, it's not a lot of actual experience for doing that. I don't know hotkeys for buttons anymore. Homesteading. Talk to the trader. Take me here. I keep doing. Do you need to either change that control or get used to it again? I don't know why that's so hard for me, because a couple games do that. They use control as sprint instead of shift. Which, I mean, should make sense to me, because Minecraft, like, I've played more Minecraft than any other survival game. So that's how Minecraft works. Damn, that guy had more health than I would have figured. He took a couple hits. Check out this vehicle. Texas. Is that actually how Texas plates work? Like, for the amount of numbers and letters they'd have? I never know if license plates are, like, standardized or if they're different place to place. Because I know that some plates have, like, substantially less characters than others. The hell is that? Is a tree popping in out of existence? Is that what I'm seeing? That was interesting. What was this tree? Shotgun weekly and a semi-auto trigger. It's kind of weird to have a semi-auto trigger just hanging out in your mailbox, but whatever, man. I see there's a zombie in front of me, but I think I'm okay to look at this real quick. So pipe, glue, and wood. To make it a pipe shotgun shouldn't be too hard. I wonder how good they are now. I mean, that dude took 3 hits to kill. That's a lot of hits to kill. I also haven't played on Nazda game or whatever, Nazda game, whatever this map. See, it's doing something weird when I like look up and down. I might change the graphics settings to be a little bit worse, just because I don't know what the hell is going on with this. Put on medium. Let's see how medium works. So turn off motion blur. I hate that shit. It's not doing it now. Although my computer's still rampant, man. It's still going. Now this is old 7 days. It just didn't look any different than it used to. I'm guessing it'll probably get better as it generates stuff, hopefully. I don't know. 7 Days has never been a game that's well known for its stability. Which is kind of weird, but I mean, I suppose, whatever. It's made by a relatively small development team. It is a pretty ambitious game for, I'm stupid, didn't even start the quest. I thought that Buried Supply quest would auto-start before. Maybe that's different now. There's a couple things in this game that, like, I'm still having to re-remember, because the game itself is different every update. And then every update, the mods change substantially, because the mods will either try to revert options back to what they were before, or they'll add entirely new things in. And I've played a lot of modded 7 Days to Die. Probably more modded than non-modded nowadays. I want to see how much the circle changes based off of you mining. I mean, that's a decent amount. The treasure's probably like right here, if I'm being honest. If I dig down here, I'll probably just find it after a couple blocks. I thought it was going to be right there. It'd be real funny. I just want to play some 7 Days. I haven't played this game in forever. There's a lot of games I gotta, like, actually go through and finish and play. At some point, maybe I'll do another Yakuza on stream. I know I played all of Like a Dragon on stream. That was years ago when that game came out. That game was interesting and I liked it a lot. How I had to stream that was really weird because I didn't own it on PC. So I don't know if it released on PC or not day one, or maybe I just didn't buy it there. I don't know why. Well, I didn't play it on PC, so I played it on Xbox. I'm not really sure what version of Xbox it was at that point. Probably the One X? This shouldn't encumber me. Probably the One X. And I had to do that game in a really weird way. Because I couldn't stream it from the Xbox the way I wanted to. I think you could stream games that way, but it was really weird. So what I ended up doing was using the capture settings from the Xbox to PC. Like, there was a weird way to, like, capture your console to your PC or something. I can't recall the exact setup for it. But I was playing on an Xbox, and the Xbox was transferring its, like, visuals and audio to my PC, and then I was taking that and streaming that. So it meant that, like, my computer was doing very little in terms of the actual back-end stuff. Like, there's almost nothing streaming through my PC. Or not streaming, but being used through my PC as the... How would you explain that? Not asset-wise. Computing-wise? I guess computing-wise. It was definitely an odd setup. It worked for the most part. I think there was some issues with, like, fidelity occasionally, where the connection would kind of, like, have some bumps. I mean, overall, though, it wasn't an awful way to do that. If there was ever another PC game, or not PC, Xbox game that I can't get on PC very easily, which nowadays is, everything's compatible both directions, I'd probably do it like that again. Especially since, like, how I had it set up before, my Xbox was hooked up to my main setup for, like, my PC and stuff. So I had a TV as a monitor instead of an actual monitor at that point. And I would use that TV just to watch, like, background stuff. It was my second monitor, second screen. Now I just have a larger, higher quality monitor and a slightly smaller, higher quality monitor.
Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free?
Give me a pipe shotgun, whatever. Dude, I thought those 5 Great Heist books, and I was like, what the hell? Home cooking, knife guy, tempered blade. Let's go with scrapping for fun. Then I'll take this buried supplies. I could probably do this one as well. I need to sell stuff, though, to this guy.
Well, look who decided to show their face again.
Sell. Oh, this is schematic, not an actual thing. Hey. Sell you corn mill. So I drop these on the ground. Can't sell you that.
Are you trying to pull a fast one? The shelves
They make glue actually, I'm pretty sure, so I'll keep the bones on me. Sell polymers. I don't need 2 of those. I should really put this down. I want to keep tape, leather. Okay.
Careful out there. You wouldn't want to get hurt.
Then read that. Open you. Only 15 shots. Oh, it just takes shotgun ammo. Like, it doesn't take, like, whatever the improvised ammo was called before. Well, that's a little bit different. The aim down sound has probably been there for a while, but it reminds me of Fallout's aim down sounds. I don't need a lot of this on me. Keep the can and eat the charred meat. I'll just keep charred meat, wood, don't need this. And keep the dukes on me. Dukes are nice in case I find any vending machines. Probably won't. I'm gonna keep doing that for a while. Probably won't, but if I do, then I can buy something interesting from there. I've always enjoyed this game. It's something kind of relaxing about it as an experience, which sounds weird because it's a game about like surviving the zombie apocalypse. I'm not one of those prepper kind of guys for zombies, but this game's always felt like kind of cozy in a weird way. I think that it's probably the fairly limited art style for this game that I like a lot, because it's not like it's super high def, but it's not like it's like Unturned. Unturned has its own charm though. That's a game that I've got to go back to eventually and see how it's going. So I think I haven't played Unturned in like forever. This cat in my lap is falling asleep and waking up and getting spooked because he fell asleep and now he's moving a little bit. Is this Supercorn? One of these two buildings? I don't remember. Pops. I think this is Supercorn. Zombie next to me. There he is. They feel like they're slightly harder to kill. Get seeds from leftovers. I've unlocked a tier 1 cotton. Hot damn, cotton. Level 2. Got just boost strength up again. Then I'll probably get another sledge skill after that. I don't need magazines now to progress skills. Which I feel like conflicted on. I kind of like the like use a skill progression system more than like a magazine based one. I don't know how this works balance-wise. I feel like the magazine-based one's gonna be a lot slower at progression. There's another zombie nearby. I don't know where he... Is he attacking me or just hear him? Oh, he's on the ground. And I've played enough of this game where, like, I like to put loot abundance up because loot abundance makes the game stage way higher, way quicker. Like, I think my game stage is probably much higher than it should be right now. Game stage 2. I like to get around game stage 20 or so before the first Horde Night, because the first Horde Night being much harder is what I prefer. Usually the first Horde Night's like pretty easy, and you end up having almost no issues whatsoever. Like, I barely even make defenses on my hordes. It's gonna be bone. Yeah, it gave me some stuff though. I'm gonna start here. Because I think that, like, the issue I have with 7 Days for the past updates is that the game doesn't scale the best in terms of, like, the player gets too powerful too quickly. And there's almost no detriment to, like, raiding harder locations. So I'm curious if harder locations really do have higher level enemies. The biker being harder to kill is a good indication that might be the case. That, like, enemies scale way higher now. At least scale higher earlier. So there's actually a detriment to raiding harder compounds and, like, going after bigger targets than just there's more zombies. Because that was an issue I saw with a lot of 7 Days before, was the difficulty came from the amount of zombies you're fighting and not the actual, like, health or relative damage the zombie could do. Which is good and bad. I think that it's bad for this game only because this game has some optimization issues. So having higher health, harder hitting zombies makes more sense for the difficulty, because then you're facing less entities at once, and that should run better ideally. The true challenge of the Horde Knights prior, I think it's only 3 blocks down. The true challenge of the Horde Knights prior to the most recent updates, which I don't know if they changed it or not, was not the relative difficulty of the game, but the fact the game would just run so damn poorly at the higher hordes. There'd be so many entities on screen at once. Am I in the right location still? Yeah. So hopefully that's changed a little bit. Like, maybe optimization's better, maybe higher tier zombies spawn earlier or something. That'd be nice. Like, I know the exploding zombies. I forget their names. I thought I heard a zombie. There is some weird, like, fidelity things going on. Like, if you look in the horizon, it's like rendering a low poly version and a high poly version or something. That's really weird. But the exploding zombies used to be pretty rare, which I thought was kind of weird. That being the, I think they're like sledges or something. They have, like, bombs on their chest. They're meant for destroying your buildings. I mostly saw them playing mods. Like, in the base game, you have to scale pretty high up for your game stage for them to start spawning in the high numbers. Which, actually, scaling that quickly, or not quickly, to that far, is a bit tedious. At least I think it's tedious. With that all in mind, like, I really do like this game, though. It's a fun game. Oh, there it is. I'm stuck. Okay, let's see how good this shotgun is. Seems pretty good. I think pipe shotguns used to kind of suck before, so. It didn't one-shot that one. I'm also not going to shoot that guy again. He should have pretty low health. Yeah. I want to see if I reloaded you, you son of a bitch. I think I missed all that. I want to see if the damage goes through. It shouldn't, probably, because I'm guessing the game's under the pretense of like a bird shot. I suppose shotgun like cartridges, I suppose, wouldn't even go through multiple zombies. Buck maybe would. That one's not dead. Neither is that one. It pushed me off though, that's really weird. Dead. So not too bad for the combat there. There's another one. It seems like maybe the shotguns are a bit more buffed. I wonder what the damage fall off is like in this game. I don't remember damage fall off for shotguns before, but I know that's a pretty common thing that games do, which I'm not the biggest fan of for shotguns. Is what you told me that? Effective range 4. So is that 4 blocks? If so, that's really bad. Hopefully that gets better with the higher tiers. Because in real life, like, this game does have a shorter barrel, I suppose, so it probably would be a little bit worse. Like, if the barrel is... what would that be like? Maybe 2.5 the lengths of somebody's thumb. That's not a super long barrel, so that probably wouldn't be the most like hard-hitting gun. At ranged, at least. Like, there would be more spread. The interesting, though, is that the gun would actually do less damage with a shorter barrel than more damage, which is a weird sentiment. But a lot of that's because of, like, ballistics. There's actually a tree here, or is that just rendering? I think it's trying to render, like, a far distance thing much closer. It's like those trees over there are, like, low poly trees. It's real weird. Real weird. But either way, most shotguns are fairly accurate at most ranges. Like, birdshot is not the best, but birdshot is designed to have high spread. So it kind of makes sense. This is iron, right? Yeah. Save waypoint. Guess like a cave. Iron. Because I've shot a decent amount of shotguns throughout my life. I'm not the best at, like, skeet shooting, the actual, like, competitive kind of stuff. I'm not also... I never went hunting before, so... Never actually been bird hunting. But I understand the bird shot's more meant for, like, a wide swatch of area.
Now that you did the job, I guess
Skill
you ain't
crafting.
that damn bad after all.
I would have preferred if he'd given me, like, a ton of shotgun shells. I'm gonna go with a 9mm because it's the most expensive option, yes.
Name's not important. Well, it's a deal.
Give me clear zombies, and I'm gonna sell some of this stuff. Keep spring. Guess it's everything to sell for right now. I want to keep this in case I can get myself a pistol of some sort. Muzzle break. I believe they got rid of... I haven't found a cooking pot yet, so it might be worth buying one of these. I believe they got rid of... The bellows is worth buying. They got rid of, what do you call that? The secret stash from before.
Get out of my store.
Or maybe it's a skill now for bartering. I don't know. Either way, it's something that I don't think is in the game the same way it was prior. Gonna put this down. I think I put the grate in here. I did. I'm just gonna put everything away besides the first 4 items. Don't need shovel for this. Might need torch. Don't know. I will need to get water though. Let's get that. What is that called? Collector? Dew collector. So I need 2 workstations. Repair with scrap. Okay, so I need to get skills for workstations? Interesting. Yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Eat charred meat. I wonder how hard it is to get water. It used to be pretty easy to find water prior. Like, I would just find it. I wouldn't even collect it and, like, make it myself. Because you could just find, like, vendors that had it, or you could just loot buildings for it. So it wasn't ever terribly difficult. I will need some more rocks. While going back on my journey. I think I dropped those off, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Like, can you not just bottle water from the water sources anymore? I think they had changed that, but I wonder how that actually functions now. Or maybe it's that you can't reuse jars. Maybe jars are like a one-time thing now. Since I didn't get glass jars from drinking those waters. Which I would feel conflicted on that as a change. I feel like the difficulty of water would need to be there, but it's also like one of those mechanics where you don't want to make it too annoying for collecting a resource you need to sustain yourself in a game. Because early game, that's more interesting. Late game, it becomes just a nuisance. There's a zombie nearby somewhere. I think I heard one. I know where it is. I'm leaving. Because you don't want to be so annoying that, like, late game it's constantly a problem still. I can't really think of many games that pull that off very well. I should have tried to double loot this place. See if that still works. This guy has a lot of health. Fertilizer. Mushroom. Games are having some weird rendering issues. Can definitely tell that. Which I'm guessing that has to do with the 1.0 release. It probably like broke the rendering engine a little bit or something. Can I grab this? No. But before I get like mods going in this game again, I want to just play the game. Let me stamina regen again. That crawler did not want to die. There's another zombie somewhere in here. Like, he sounds like he's above me? Maybe he's directly below me. At some point, they're going to start running. And given how much more health they have, that might be an issue. Because they definitely have, like, a lot more health than they used to. Missed. Which is good. I mean, I think that playing on a higher difficulty than default, they should probably not be one-shottable by the first weapon you can craft. Which is how it was prior. I recall just going sledgehammer and then one-shotting everything. That was some weird text I saw there for the mushroom. Oh, I'll go for a sneak. Actually, kind of surprised I didn't insta-kill him. I thought that would have. Unless they changed how sneak attacks work, which is very possible. Definitely going to be a bunch of zombies in here. See, he died in one hit. He didn't. So maybe the damage I do is variable. Like, more variable than it used to be. I don't know if I need gas, so I can probably sell it. So I feel like it was pretty consistent before. Definitely gonna be some zombies in this room. I avoided the trigger for them. Oop. Did it again. Just gonna kite this zombie while I regen my health or my stamina. There we go. So at least one more in this zone somewhere. That's a really good one. There's a thing back there. I can like barely see it. Ooh, that's good. I think this is the last loot source thing in this area. Make better tools now. The zombie must be below me? Yeah, it's down there. What? I barely even jumped. What is it called for this? Again, playing default character. Slowly hill jumping for the critical broken. So is there no way for me to heal a sprained leg? Besides, like, don't jump and sprint. What I want to do is repair and then modify and put you in there. Buttons. Modify. Triple pockets. Well, time for the slow walk down. I don't know where this lady came from. She must have came from outside. She's not a target, like a I need to kill this kind of zombie. Grab sledge damage. What is this zombie even doing? Did I hit her? I don't even want to jump down there. So I hurt my leg. Missed. I don't know how I hurt my leg jumping off of what I did. How did I miss that? When I jumped off like a mountain earlier and didn't hurt my leg. Guess I slid down the mountain instead of jumped off. And how am I missing this lady? Okay. Quest done. I'm gonna now carefully. I see there's a loot source down here. Now it's 9 minutes. Cool. Food crafting. I don't have duct tape, but I do have cloth. I don't have enough cloth. It's gonna hurt my leg getting out of here. Yeah, it hurt my leg. Okay, I'm gonna try to get some more cloth and maybe get a splint going. It'll be slow going for a second until I can get that. Not being able to jump and sprint is like a death sentence during the night, though, so I'm stuck in here for the time being. All these are polymer. These aren't cloth trashes. So that one's working. I wonder if you can make these. These like little lanterns. I assume you can, if you can find them like this. I mean, you can't make these. Like the light sources that are on barrels. So maybe you can't? The game always had kind of weird rules for like the stuff you can and can't make. So it's a little inconsistent in my opinion. Oh, cloth, please. Oh, just metals. That's gonna be soil. Polymer. This is probably cobble? Yeah. I don't have any cloth clothes, right? Nah, I just have the improvised shirt over it's called. It's gonna be such a slow, meandering walk home. I know I'm crouched right now, but I'm trying to find cloth and avoid zombies, which is my current thing. Because I didn't think that zombie would be able to hear me, the one that came down. Since I can't run, it's gonna be a real hoot and a half. The night looks nice though. This is probably cloth. Dude, one cloth. Fuck yeah. One cloth. Very sad. Why am I so detected right now? This was not very sneaky. There's really nothing I can do for this. I suppose not. Actually, hold on. I can probably sell those for more than what I get for scrapping them. I am hungry. I could eat animal fat. Why does animal fat not cause dysentery? Hey, zombie. Cool, thank you, zombie, for pushing me off of you. Jerk. I feel like animal fat should cause dysentery if you eat it. I can't assume that eating, like, a bunch of fat is actually a good thing to do. Like, not like fatty food, just straight up fat. I know that's a big joke for me in 7 Days to Die. Not 7 Days to Die, Project Zomboid. Because that game, like, I always go with underweight nowadays, so overweight. Overweight's much harder to deal with. Because you can't lose fat as easy as you can gain it. So whenever I play that game with friends, I always tell them just to give me a brick of lard. That's all I need is food. And then all I do in that game is wander around with the lard in my pocket and just taking bites out of it. Good game. Dumb concept. Good game. I do like the idea of somebody surviving a zombie apocalypse off of just eating lard. That seems so, so miserable. Eating just the most calorie-rich thing you could find. Is that a bird? Nope, it's gonna get away from me, whatever that thing was. Oh, I can make a better tool, can't I? I can. I see plant fiber. Yeah. That's awesome. I want honey. I'm pretty sure you get honey from breaking those down. Scrap items. There's a zombie over there. That's pretty fun. That one has glowing eyes. Is that an actual, like, default runner? Oh, I'm probably dead. Ow, that was like a default runner. That was a much harder enemy than the normal guys. So maybe difficulty does play a way bigger impact in this. I'm getting unlucky with some of the zombie spawns I get. Because I don't think I would see those guys in my first day. I guess second day now, but tomato, tomato. I can hear a zombie. I am surprised I did not die there. And I think Wrecked is still going to be closed. I'm pretty sure that's going to do the thing where like, it's going to teleport me away. So my goal is not to get to Wrecked, but to get to my little box there. Drop things off. Recuperate. You got a real deep voice for such a weak zombie. I thought it was going to be one of those big zombies, but nah, it's just a little dude. Little dude getting smashed. Also, how tall is my character? If, like, I'm assuming that's a pretty normally sized guy, but he seemed like he was pretty small. Let's see, will Wrecked let me in? Or is it going to teleport me away? This is locked. I wonder if you get over the wall if he would let you in. Because that's different. Prior to the update, you used to be able to, like, if you came near this, you'd get teleported backwards. So I wonder how they deal with players now. Like, if you go inside, you get teleported out? Or is it just locked, so if you get inside of there, you can just kind of stay in there for the night. But you can't leave. I don't feel like that's how it should be, if it is. Whoa! Damn, lady. You're fast. My stamina regen. Dying right now isn't the worst. I'm not going to try to die on purpose, because there's probably, like, still detriments to dying. I assume. In the past, though, the most advantageous way to play this game was to treat the first 6 levels of your life as nothing. Like you can just die all you want. That's probably still the case, I assume. Sort container. Take all. Loot first. So it's this one. Okay. Then I don't need these things. I don't have any shotgun shells left. I'm out of food and out of water, essentially. This gives you dysentery, right? Yeah. Put that in there. Half of this. Water. So I need a pot to do that. Which I haven't found a pot yet. I know there's a pot for sell. Which I don't have enough money to do. I might get enough money off after this. Turn it off then. I make corn. Make glue. I'm gonna sell these items. Gas, armor parts, and baton parts. I should probably keep armor parts, but I want the money more than I want the parts right now. I want to keep aloe seeds. I think that's everything I'm gonna get rid of. Where is a lootable source nearby? Closest one might be the one down the road this way. I could probably loot something. I'm going the right way. I could probably loot something before Wrecked opens up again. Because I don't think I actually looted this house. I don't believe I did. Oh, my bag isn't put down. Should probably do that before I go and get myself killed. Put it right there. I also probably won't actually get a house going for a while. Typically what I like to do in this game is take over a residence and then slowly start building out a house somewhere near the trader. Not like near, but that's gonna suck. I very well could die here. I'm going to die here. Yep. That's crazy how much harder that is for those guys. They have some... He's eating my booty. They have so much more health for me. I'm not sure what to call those. Runners? But the special infected seem like they have a lot more health going on. What does spawning my backpack do? Where will this spawn me? Although it seems like they despawn the enemies when you die now, which is kind of nice. I wonder if that's how that works for the animals, because that was the big one prior. Was like if you died to a bear or a like a cougar or something, it wouldn't despawn them, so you just get screwed. There also wasn't much of a penalty for dying there, because I think I still have the stupid little, like... Yeah, the death penalty protection, which goes away at level 6 or 5. It's one of the two. So I'm not overly concerned about that. I am concerned about the zombies being much harder. Could be my weapon skills worse, because it's like a tier 1 stone sledge. But it feels like those special infected have a lot more health. There's a dude who's dead. Is that like a pile of dirty clothes? What is that? That is like a pile of dirty clothes. Ooh, candle. That's nice. That probably looks sick when it's actually HD. When it's not, it looks real goofy. What? Was that zombie's body holding up the fume hood? Not the fume hood, the oven hood? That's goofy. I don't recall what mod did this, but one of the mods I played before would make it so the cabinets would look like open cabinets when you loot them. I thought that was a really good touch. Nothing up there. Okay, it's a potted plant. I thought that was an aloe plant for a second. Well, speaking of that, actually, kind of surprised you can't just find aloe plants. Oh, that was lootable. I should have looted that. I have not found many shotgun-related books. It's kind of blowing me away. Or not shotgun, sledgehammer-related books. Okay, I can't tell where they're coming from. Because I hear them, like, really close to me. I know some are upstairs for sure. But I think one might be outstairs. Yeah. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to hang out here for a second. Gonna kill this guy. Do the same thing here. Okay, now I'm probably safe to progress again. To egress. Definitely gonna be zombies in one of these two areas. Probably over here. Ah, vitamins. Zombie there. Guess he didn't hear that? Can you not stealth hit with a sledgehammer? I feel like I should have had it twice already. I could with a gun. Maybe only ranged weapons and stealth hit. Maybe that was a mod I played before that let you stealth hit with sledges. Very possible. Oh, it's already looted. Sad. Let's see here. What is going to be up here? Yeah, I don't like the look of this. Where is the loot source for this building? Is it outside? Was the loot source that room I was in before? With the chest? Break this. I feel like that's not a very good loot source, though. Yeah, it must be. Kind of a bad building, then. I'm not sure if I've ever seen this one before. For a POI. Yeah, I guess this is it. Whatever. Rec should be open again. Turn my quest, get a new quest, and see where I am from there. Gonna keep doing that. So I'm getting quite tired again. It's only been an hour, but I didn't sleep a whole lot last night, so we'll see what happens. My throat's finally not phlegmy. That's nice. It's a good change of pace. Does any food give you health bonuses, or is it only cooked food? I think that's been the case for a while, but you never know if they change stuff. So I have 3 additional health, which I'm guessing is from me eating probably the charred meat. I am very tired. I'll sell nitrates. I should probably start keeping polymers. I don't need baton parts, though. I don't think I need coffee beans, either. Keep cornmeal. Ugh. So I think Trader Rect opens at 6. 6:06, I believe. Rockbusters isn't bad.
You think you're pretty smart now, don't you? Here's your pay, Heidenstein.
Let's see if we get some crafting skill magazines going.
Oh, look, word of advice. Next, unless you're paying, you're leaving.
Yep. I can't sell you gas. Ew. I haven't found a cooking pot yet. This feels like a waste of money, but I do need one. I'd like to get advanced bellows. If I can.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
I would love a book on sledgehammers. I got 2 into sledges. I should have a pretty good chance of finding these. But it's not doing that. That's kind of my concern for this in general, is that you wouldn't find enough magazines to progress very quickly. Put you away. It's nice that you kind of show these on here now. then I need to cook up water. Because that will become an issue rapidly. I don't have any shotgun shells. I don't think I can buy any from the guy either, so having this isn't as useful. But I'm not really finding any good loot, to be honest with you, so whatever. Whatevers. Where's my... Why are you marked? Get out of there. I must have hit a button when I was doing stuff. I'll probably clear out this quest and then I'll stop for the day. It's kind of a short stream, but I'm not a good streamer. And I'm just kind of playing this game for fun. I still go back to sleep. I had a pastime somehow. The only question is if I want to take a shower before I go to sleep or not. I'll take a shower for sure at some point today. I'm not really, like, didn't do anything, so I didn't really sweat or not very stinky. Kind of just laid in bed all day yesterday. Well, I have no stamina. So I think that the zombie collisions are a fair bit different, as it feels like if you stand on top of a zombie, they really force you off of them. So I was just at this place, right? Yeah, no, this is a different one. This is a bit further away. So I think that, like, the trader reputation system got reworked, so, like, traders... There's a lot more, like... There's a lot more reason to talk to one trader particularly. I believe in the past, that wasn't as vital. Like, it was more based off your skills than the trader progress. Or the progress you've made with each individual trader. I know that there was, like, a faction system or something, I think, but I'm not sure if that ever got, like, properly implemented. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing I said I should have done before. I'm gonna try to progress through this quickly before doing the quest, see if it resets the location. Because that was the best way to get, like, loot before, was just to double-dipped quests. Tire? Nope, polymer. Hidden loot. Not very good hidden loot, but it's still loot. You're dead. You are dead. Ow. I got concussed. I think he was back here. I didn't see him initially. I heard him, but I just didn't see him. So I thought he was a floor above me. That was pretty safe. I don't know what mod it was that made it so, like, dyes are actually useful. That's a big zombie. Because I know I played a mod a while ago that made it so, like, you need to have certain dyes to craft certain things. To craft certain things. Stupid big zombie. She would not fall down. She hates falling. The lighting's really nice now. Like, it's actually kind of casting shadows based off what's going on. It's pretty smooth. But that's kind of cool. That's a substantial increase in quality from the previous builds of this game. Is there still hidden loot? There might be. Yeah, you'll bash that down in a second. There you go. So it's probably better to go to the side of them instead of, like, walking on top of them. So when I walk on top of them, they just push me off and I get put in, like, weird positions. Aloe cream. I'm pretty sure then... Oh, I don't have the recipe for it, but it's right here. I need 2 more medicine. I can't tell if, like, I'm just getting unlucky with the kitchens, or, like, kitchens are worse here, or if they made kitchens just substantially less valuable for looting, because there's way less loot in them. So another photo. Okay. There is something behind me. I couldn't see him. I'm happy to see that hatches were still overpowered. Zombie over there. Oh, it's another big one. Damn, it's a big one and a small one. Do I one-shot her? That's crazy. Is this a fake wall? Yeah, it is. There's nothing in here. That'd probably be scary as shit in real life. To just smash down a wall and have just a bunch of bloody, like, remains happen. That's cool, I guess. Is it worth doing that, I wonder? A sledgehammer book. Oh man, it finally happened. Stone and plant fiber. Okay, so two things about this. Does this reset loot? I'm sure it does still. And I need to get a tier 2 sledge. Because I want to see the damage increase. That's probably enough plant fiber. I need stone of some sort. That was entirely bad. Holy shit, that was off. What a swing and a miss. It's kind of interesting playing this and seeing, like, I kind of roughly know where I am in the map. Because while the maps are a little bit different for the default, they haven't changed overly much. I need more stone. Stone here. I think it's 10 stone for a sledge. I think. Well, I'll get one for breaking this down, so whatever. Modify, remove weighted head. This is 1840.5. Scrap you. Get 7 back, actually. It's gonna wait forever. I might as well put a weighted head in you. Sure, I'll dye you brown, whatever. So this is 19, so it does... what is that, like a 1.7? Or no, 1. It's like 2, actually. It's 2 something. It's not bad. It's not awful. Not a substantial increase. It's worth having. I wouldn't complain about it. But realistically, it probably isn't gonna like be a felt difference. What the hell is this guy doing? Why is he getting down low, man? So it definitely resets the area still. That's good to know. So it is still worth like to double dip your POIs. Find Coulter. Find Coulter. Find shelter, you're cold. I just combined together the 2 words altogether. Will it still be the big zombie? Or will it spawn a different zombie? Because I think it used to be random. So there's going to be 2 down here. 1 like behind this box. So these are different. Well, this is the same, I think, maybe. At least for the models of the zombies. I'm 1 over encumbered. I could probably scrap some stuff or put things in my hand. Is the repair kit different? Maybe it's a higher poly model. It looks slightly different. Oh, shotgun shells. Blueberry. Blueberry. there was a big lady up here. So the zombie spawns are entirely random still. That's good. I assumed it'd be that way, but once again, you never know. They change stuff all the time in this game. Oh, that's cool, actually. You can hit through objects. That's sick. I'm pretty sure that's not the way that was prior to the 1.0 release. Blueberry. Cook and grill. How much is Cook and Grill worth, money-wise? Not very much. Scrap those. I'm pretty sure I can't hide things. They couldn't hide things behind that one. Maybe that one, though. There's a zombie, like, behind here. Oh, there wasn't one here this time. So are the spawns semi-random? Easy enough. Maybe the spawns are semi-random. Okay, there's actually a full auto mod, which I don't think I can put in here. Now, I assumed you couldn't either way. Maybe old versions of the game you could do that. I got the recipe, so I can actually... there it is. Can actually do that. There really isn't a reason to have the regular bandages versus the medical bandages, first aid bandages. They stack only to 5 now. Maybe there's a mod that makes them stack to 10. That is a very good possibility. So those are seeds. Seeds. I'll keep the seeds on me. That's a sick cat photo. Look at that cat. It's a good looking cat. I wonder how detrimental rain is now. You get colder a lot faster. Can lightning hit me? I wouldn't assume so. I would assume the lightning's still like an ambient thing, not an actual physical thing in the world. You never know, though. Maybe they added in lightning strikes. It would fit in line with this game to be randomly struck down by lightning. What about the bear attacks? Which I'm actually surprised I haven't seen many wild animals yet. Maybe they changed it so the wild animals don't spawn as often early. Because damn, that was like the worst thing ever. I remember like spawning into worlds and getting ganked by like bears and cougars and shit just immediately. There's more iron to the right of me, but whatever. Eat some blueberries. Oh, is blueberry not water content anymore? That's only food. Yeah. They really changed that then. This can of beans... Okay, a can of peas is water content. But blueberries isn't? That's so weird. I would assume that blueberries would give you water content as well as food. Because like, blueberries are pretty juicy. They're not going to like be sustainable to eat tons of blueberries, I assume, but it should probably give like 1. Keep potato, keep vitamins. I'll sell some metal. Keep all the food on me. Don't need that, but I do want those. Is paper useful for anything? Shotgun shells. Keep paper. I'll sell lead. I don't think I need this. Sell that. And I'll sell whatever he buys of these things. Because I don't really need those things. The lead's useful later, but it's also not, like, hard to find a lot of lead. At least it wasn't before. And normally by the point that you actually need to have lead for bullet processing, it's not terribly hard to find, like, a mining source for it. This is a schematic. I think I'd rather have the tool magazine. Give me tool magazine. What you got for sale?
What is it now?
He's such a dick, man. This guy sucks. What things do you sell? You sell the art of mining. That's a really good one. Art of mining is really good. I want the advanced bellows too. So I think only advanced bellows is what this guy has for me.
Now, beat it, fucker. Oh, I got just to get moving, jackass. Just don't.
Well, I'm gonna quit out here. I'm gonna stop for right now. Short stream, but I'm just tired. I'm only doing this because I couldn't go back to sleep. Game's interesting. Definitely stuff went on, and I think the character model looks way higher quality than it used to. 'Cause this is the default. Like, they look way better than they did prior. All the women have very, like, similar facial structure, it seems like. But the men seem to have a lot of diversity. Like, this is essentially Danny Trejo. This guy looks kind of weird. His beard looks kind of weird. Like, there's a lot of diversity between, like, these two dudes. But the women seem to have far less diversity. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I don't even see my character half the time.